We're live. Yes, sir. Yes, we are. How does this work? That's what I want to know. YouTube Studios is all new for me. What's this? Don't have access to this feature. Don't have access. Great. Sounds fun. What are we going to do? Let's build the blockchain builders report. That's what we're going to do. Let's share that. There we are, friends. Here we are. Let's see what we can find. All right. Who's on my list? No one jumping in yet. That's fine. May not be that interesting yet. Start a Q&A. Don't know if I want to do that. Probably you got to see my face, huh? That's how it works. YouTube live stream. All right, let's see. Got our 2.0 scripts going. Here's all of our 1.0s. First version iteration of the Blockchain Builders Report. These are the scripts that I run, that I built and I run to produce the Blockchain Builders Report. And let's see. Let's go over to where it dumps the data. Got to share a new one. This is where it dumps it. This is where it dumps the data right here. All of it. So you can see here's all our Q4 data right here from the major projects. Top 115 chains right there. Okay. I got a ranking system too. It'll rank them based on the number of developers. Okay. We got someone watching. Whoa, Bobby, you're the first one. Good to see you, man. Thanks for tuning in. You're the first one. Might be the only one. But people were saying that maybe it might be interesting to see how the sausage is made, so to speak, on the Blockchain Builders Report. And so yeah, you're usually last. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I always catch the streams as they're like 20 minutes from being done, whether it's G Stream or Coffee Time or any of those. So, hey, thanks for tuning in. So, yeah, the goal of this is just to kind of show everyone how the sausage is made, uh, the method behind the madness. What you're looking at right now is this is my spreadsheet where, um, let me switch back to. Oh, I gotta go over here. Sorry, this is my first time doing YouTube Studio, so I apologize. Yeah, so over here, this is VS Code. These are all the scripts right here. So all of these are all these scripts to find the builders of the blockchains. And there is a little bit of nuance to them. But for the most part, now that I got the scripts working, there's basically 3 or 4 iterations of these programs here. And when they run, I just have to change a couple things within them. And most of them are copy paste then. So as long as I get the right version to work with the right blockchain and they have code, I can kind of use these as templates. And so what I'm starting to do, so you can see under here, under 2.0. Oh, homage to Minnesota. Yeah, sure you betcha, where I'm from. 2.0. These are all the scripts. This is iteration 2 of these scripts that just gives more information. And so, actually, Bobby, if you want, audience of one, I'm basically building this out for other projects. Is there a project that you would want me to build this out for? Because you're the first and you're the only right now. And so my plan was just to go by market cap, go through the top 100, and as long as they have publicly accessible code, this should work. So you let me know, Bobby. Otherwise, I'm just going to start going through my list. Uh, let's see. Share. Oh, I get. Oh, that's how. No, that's how I share the live stream. No, I guess I got to stop sharing to share. New screen. Let's go to. All right, go back to here. All good, man. All good. So you can see here when the software runs, this is where it dumps it for me, and this is where I aggregate the data for the blockchain builders report. So you can see it'll dump in column Q. This is from Q4 2023. It'll give it a rank based on just the number of developers. Um, Anything in red means that it's just a cue for me that there is no public code, so there's no data to pull from. And then I'm kind of messing around with this tier system. It's just trying to, as I get through more coins, it's you know, how do you kind of separate 15 from 60, from 30, from 5? I don't know if I like it yet, so I just did like a percentage basically. So you can see Ethereum is top 5%, BNB is top 5%, Solana's top 10. And then interesting too, I've started running my scripts backwards in time. Whoa. Yeah, so all of these columns you'll just see you go backwards to quarter 3 2023, Q2, Q1, then you get into 2022. And so I've started running these backwards all the way to 2020 to hopefully get some trends. Yeah. How long does it take? It depends on the project. It depends on how many projects they have, essentially. So a project like Ethereum, actually, we can probably just go. Can I just open a new tab? Oh, I can. That's nice. So if we go to Coin Market Cap, let's go over to Coin Market Cap. Okay, so let's take Ethereum for instance. If you go over to Ethereum, they've got these official links over here on the left side, and GitHub. That's where the gold is, right there. So you go into GitHub, and this is Ethereum's public code repository, essentially. Now, this one brings you to a project. This is the thing that I have to watch out for. So a lot of times these links will bring you to this link from CoinMarketCap brought me to Go Ethereum, a project within the organization Ethereum. So I'm going to back up into the organization. And within the organization, you can see there are 300 repositories within the Ethereum organization, Ethereum blockchain. And they got them all listed here. So you can view all and comb through all of these projects that are official projects within the Ethereum organization on GitHub. And so what my program does is it goes through each one of these projects and then it looks for I'm showing you essentially what it does. It goes under the contributors under each project and it will sample, a period in time, take a snapshot. And it'll say, hey, for this project within Ethereum for these dates, these are all the active developers. These are all, and so you can see like Corwin Tynes, you know, for this particular project within Ethereum, had 300 code commits. Okay. Really active developer, right? We don't care how many times you wrote code. We just care that he is counted, or they. Sorry, I don't know. Looks like a guy. I assume Corwin's a guy. Um, Same thing. So it'll go through for every one of those projects. So you can imagine with Ethereum. So we just did that for one project within Ethereum. And Ethereum has 300. So what classes as a code commit? Yeah, it's just any commit that is committed by a developer. So developers will work on features or bug fixes, or will work on these codes. They will push like locally on their computer, like you'll see me do in a little bit. Then they'll push it up to that project that maybe a lot of people are working on. And then if it gets merged, right? So I write some code. If it's not good code and it doesn't get accepted, right? I don't know. I write some Python that does cat videos on the Ethereum Solidity website. I don't know. Although on Ethereum, there's probably people doing that, right? Um, if it gets merged in, it's qualifies as a commit. So most of them have some sort of peer review that they have to go through. And so, yeah, some people might say, like, well, what about the quality of the commits? Like, are people that are developing the READMEs or the front end developers, if they're not really working on the back end of the blockchain? And you really have in software, like, I mean, you do have some tribalism in software, right? That back end versus front end and operating system, just kind of like we have in blockchain, right? And so my software doesn't try to discriminate. It just says, hey, if they committed code and it was merged into a feature branch on one of those projects, it's counted. So, um, and so my software, back to your original question, how long does it take? Ethereum, actually, I think I have that. I was keeping data of that because, oh, right there, you can see um, Ethereum makes it takes 3 minutes to run and makes 389 API calls. Sorry, that's more information. But it takes 3 minutes. When I hit run on Ethereum, it takes about 3 minutes for the program to gather all that data. You can think, though, like if I were to manually go through 300 repositories and get that data, I mean, that would take probably months to do, or for someone to manually do that, right? So, and API calls, if you don't know. So, in order for my program to interact with GitHub, right, the site where these repositories are hosted, you actually need an access token, which are free, but they do limit you. And an API token just says, hey, you can use this code in your programs to access information on GitHub. However, you only get 5,000 calls per hour. That is the throttle limit for GitHub. And so back to like running Ethereum, right? My Ethereum script takes 3 minutes to run, which is one of the longer ones. And it uses the reason why I need to keep track of those API calls 389 API calls. And the more projects they have, there's, basically, if there's more data, there's more API calls. Basically, my computer every time is clicking on a project, looking for the commit history, counting the unique contributor, and only counting the unique contributor once. So like what we saw with that previous Ethereum developer who had, 300, right, over that time frame. Let's just go to another one, different project, insights, go to contributors. Okay, this one not active, right? You got two people, right? But I don't want to count this developer 3 times because they did 3 commits. I only want to count them once. And then likewise, if this person made commits on other projects within Ethereum, I don't want to count them more than once. So there is some logic built into my programming that is making sure, or attempting to only count each contributor only once. So, but anyway, so yeah, that's it in a nutshell. So you go back to Blockchain Builders Report. So you can see this is what I'm really excited about. And I mean, people can pause the video and go back and whatever and see. But this is like past data. So I started running it I've gone all the way back to 2020, Q1 2020. And it's super interesting. Um, because, all right, I'll say, I guess I don't know what your favorite coins are, Bobby, but if you hang out with the crowd I do, XRP, okay? So we know they had in Q4, they had 122 active developers in Q4. But just look at that. So, I mean, it was pretty much the same number of active developers um, through all of 2023. You know, first quarter 150, a little bit higher. But then if you go back 2022, 116, 166, 178. Um, you just keep going back. There are periods where it's higher, and the interesting thing is you can imagine for most chains, most established chains that have been around for multiple bull and bear cycles, most of them have been around. Most of them had more active developers during the bull markets, which just makes sense, right? There's more money, prices up, there's more money in crypto, more developers, more hype, people are more excited about it. And then likewise in bear markets, when you go through the trend line here, when we're in bear markets or sideways, a lot of projects lose developers, right? But then even looking at like Ethereum, okay, look at Ethereum since 2020, right? 729, 799. Okay, they almost got up to 800, right? Then they start, they've been pretty consistent around 700 developers on Ethereum, right? Since 2020. So, um, other things, USD has slowly climbed. Again, stablecoins not really sexy to talk about, but USD in terms of active development, I mean they are the gold standard right now. You can see they 63, 81, 60, you know, and now they're up to 104. Okay, big jump for them from earlier in the year, last year, right? 70, 62, 62, 104. Okay. Um, Other similar ones and then let's just pick out another stable coin just because it jumps out to me. DAI. There's only ever been a handful of developers working on DAI. Okay. Again, doesn't mean it's a bad project or anything like that. But look at that: 2, 4, 5, 2, 7, 3, 3, 4, 3. And then the other thing too is like, look, from Q3 2022, according to their source code, they've had 0 commits in their source code. Okay. Um, I don't know if that's good or bad. From a blockchain perspective, I don't know. Maybe people say maybe the code's good and it's a stable coin. It's not like it's changing a bunch. Um, and who knows? We don't really have a lot of history for blockchain development to know. Traditionally in software, when developers leave ecosystems, it's usually bad for software traditionally. But blockchain, who knows? But anyway, so this is stuff I mean, Bobby, just you and me, man. You're getting some. Uh, this is what's coming in Q2, right? I'm going to bring some of this trend stuff, some past data into it. Super excited for it. So we get down here, and you can see I didn't really pull data, because I got really excited about doing past data when I started doing these scripts. Um, and then I realized, shoot, I've only gone through about halfway through, and I said, I think I gave myself a deadline of like mid-January. I wanted to have the report published. And so I really went down the rabbit hole with running these scripts backwards. And I mean, they take time to run. Uh, I mean, some of them not. Here's Aptos, 25 seconds took it to run. Okay. But Ethereum, Polkadot, Near, man, you're talking like 3-4 minutes, some of them, to go through all of those projects and pull all of those unique contributors out. And so I got here and I'm like, shoot, um, I'm not going to have this report until like February if I don't just start running it just for Q4. So So that's what I did here, basically for the 50 by market cap onward. Um, yeah, yeah, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Otherwise, I'd just be talking to myself right now. But we'll see. Um, I didn't really give much notice either. I think I just said, I was like, I'm gonna go live tonight. See who shows up. We'll see. But so you get through here, and you can see that's about right where I stopped, right there. So one thing I'm running into as a problem is I've just been manually putting in these coins from CoinMarketCap, and I got to find a better way to manage this. I'm sure there is with I'm sure CoinMarketCap has like an API. Let me see if they do. CoinMarketCap API. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you do. Of course you do. I'm already logged in. Can I just log in? No, come on, friend. All right, I'll look in this later. Of course they do, because they're price feeds, right? People want them prices, them crypto prices. Because the thing I'm running into is I was just going through like the coin market cap listing, and I just manually add them in. But now I'm in what? I've listed 181. I'm starting to lose track. And as the market cap moves around, it's like, shoot, did I add that one yet? So all these are next on the list to do right here. Let's do some of them. Couldn't chat GPT do it? Yeah, for sure he could. Yeah. And chat GPT helped me build my scripts 100%. The hard thing though is you still you still need some you still need to know what your script is trying to do, and you still need to know how the different technologies need to interact, because chat GPT can't do it perfectly. um if you say, hey, write me a script that does this, um it'll give you like some baseline logic to go on, and sometimes it doesn't always work. So there's a lot of troubleshooting you gotta go through. So um yeah, AI is probably coming for some of our jobs, but now my background is I'm a cloud engineer, and so I work in tech, and I use AI every day. I mean, it's a wonderful tool, but the end of the day, like when things break or things don't work, like ChatGPT isn't going to save you. Like you can prompt it all you want, but and maybe one day it will. I don't know. Maybe you won't need a cloud engineer one day. Um, but I got a brother that does programming. He's been a software engineer his whole career, and so he actually knows how to write code, and he uses ChatGPT every day because he says it's just like it's like what does he say? It optimizes his work, right? So he could write Python from scratch, right? Or he can write C++ plus plus or Ruby. Those are a couple of the languages he knows. But he could, like, using ChatGPT, what would take him normally an hour, he can do in 10 minutes. So, um yeah. Anyway, all right, let's jump into it. Let's do some like actual like programming and see if it works, right? I mean, that's what Bobby's here for. This is what the people's here for. And I appreciate the one like. I appreciate that, Bobby. Or unless someone else jumped in here, but all right. So, Bobby, you're gonna be the guinea pig here because I'm gonna show you what I do, and then if it's interesting, we'll keep going, and if not, I'll never do this again. Appreciate it, Bobby. All right. So, first things first, we need to. Sorry if I'm a little bit sloppy on this, but I'll try to share as I go here, so you can see. Right. So, back in my IDE, we are going to create a new file. Oh, shoot. I already forgot the project we were going to do. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself already. I am getting ahead of myself already. The first thing we need to do the first thing we need to do is we got to go back to our browser. All right. So what is the next one on our list? Manta Network. Okay. So what I do is we're going to go over to CoinMarketCap, because this will not work if they don't have public code, because that's how it works. if I don't got any info for my software to work, it's not going to work. Manta? Is that what it was? Manta Network? Never heard of it. What is it in market cap right now? Manta? It doesn't tell me. It just says selected. That's not helpful. Maybe I'm blind. Market cap. Okay, 800 million. It's got good volume. Let's look at the markets. Binance, Bybit, HTX, volume. It's got good volumes on good markets. Okay, so it's pretty liquid. Ah, that's our golden ticket right there. Right there. GitHub. Let's see if it's real. So this is where we got to do a little bit of digging. Okay. Did that match? Does that logo match? Looks like it matches. Okay. Let's hop over to their Twitter too. Make sure. Okay. Let's go over to their website. Oh, look at this. Cool. Logo matches. Developer. Documentation. So I always do this to vet it because sometimes the links are wrong on CoinMarketCap. And look at that. Right at the top, GitHub. Let's see if it matches. Okay, so we got here from their official website, which we verified on Twitter. Sorry, we went to the Twitter. We clicked on their website from Twitter. Then we went into their developer documentation, which linked to this GitHub, which is, let's make sure, yep, it's the same link, right? Switching tabs, it's the exact same one that CoinMarketCap links. So we with pretty good certainty, we know this is their public repository. Okay, that's good. So that's kind of like what I do before I put in. I just want to make sure, is this the right network, the right blockchain? All right, 99 repositories. Okay, so now that is what we need. Manta Network. Actually, no, we're not going to do that just yet. We are going to then jump back to I'm chilling all good. They have a huge airdrop coming. Oh, they do? Okay. Does that mean their code is open source? Yes, it does. That's a great question. And that's why my script doesn't work on closed source projects or projects that isn't open source. And so you'd see that, like if you go to Tether's profile on CoinMarketCap, there's no GitHub link. And if you try to search for Tether open source repository or Tether GitHub or Tether code, you won't find it. At least if you find it, let me know because I'd love to see it. But I spent a good probably 15, 20 minutes just making sure that, I wasn't missing it. And for any of my projects on the Blockchain Builder report, if you find code for any of the ones that aren't on there at the end of the report that says, "Hey, I can't find the code," please let me know because I'd love to see it. So, all right. So now we're going to start a new file because it's going to be a new script. And this is Manta Network. And I just have the same nomenclature format for how I format this. Call it the builders. It's a Python script. And let's see. We're going to, we're saving it in 2.0 because this is a 2.0. And so this was the quorum code that I made last night on GStream for quorum builders. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy it, okay, because I know it works. And I need it to work for an organization. And it looks like Manta is an organization. Now, if this doesn't work, I might need to try a different script. I've got about 4 versions of this that work based on how the repository is set up publicly. We'll give it a go this go. Okay, now we need to look for that. We need to change that. Oh, I need to copy that again. Sorry, I should do this because I'm live streaming. I should show the whole process. So back over here, this is what I need right here. the org name. That's what I need. So I'm copying that. We're going to go back to, man, I gotta get better at sharing this. Sorry. Now we're going to go back over to, there we go, to our code, right? Manta Network. And we're just going to swap out Quorum Foundation for Manta Network. Okay. We also need to define, I won't jump back for this, but I need to change which Excel cell that it is going to post the data to when it's done running. Which should be, come on, friend. I'm not going to switch over just, so Manta Network is going in Q117. Okay, so we're going into, forget where this is. Oh no, it's at the top, I think. There it is. Right there. Not 181. Wait. Is it really 117? Let me check because I don't want it to overwrite data in another cell. Let me double check that. Is it really 117? Oh, it is. Okay. Cool. All right. So that's it. Well, sorry. Let's check the dates. The dates, I think the date should still be good. That's the third thing we got to do. There we are. Dates. Okay. So we're saying we only care about data from the year of our Lord 2023, October, first day in October through year of our Lord 2023, 12th month, December 31st. So we only care about the data in Q4. That's why we have that. So, and cross our fingers, save it. And let's clean this up. Let's clean up my, all right. Here we go. Am I in? Oh, wait, no. I need to change. There we go. Need to get in the right directory. Are we here now? We're there. Boom. Is it there? It is there. 10:08 p.m. Look at that. All right. Now, Python. Oh, actually, I want to run to see how many API calls it makes. So this first one I'm going to run is not the program. It's telling me how many API calls I have into GitHub. So you can see the limit. That's that 5,000 per hour. I've used 2, and then this is a reset stamp of when it resets, and I think it's a Unix timestamp. So you could throw that in a converter and get an actual time. But Marvin Davis, what's going on? You got 2. It says I got 3A, but someone's lurking. I got no idea who the second one is, but Marvin Davis, good to see you. Thanks for jumping in. We are building the Blockchain Builder Report live. We'll see how interesting it is. But Bobby's been hanging out the whole time, so I haven't scared him away in 30 minutes. And guess what? Oh, We the Bank. Welcome. Thanks for coming. So if you're just joining us, Marvin, fill you in. We're about to run. So I just reformatted my Python script. We're doing it for Manta Network live. I've got no idea if it's going to work. We'll see. Okay. This is live TV, live streaming, whatever this is, for your entertainment. All right. So now we just need to run. Let's see. It could take a minute. How many that's what I wanted to see, is how many projects. The interesting thing is, just because they have a lot of projects, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to take a while if there's not a lot of history there. So we'll see. All right, let's run it. It's running. And so when it's done, if it ran correctly, it should spit out a list of all the developers it found. Well, we'll see. That was quick. That was quick. May not have ran correctly. Let's see. Okay, so it used it used a fair amount. It says there's 0 active projects between these periods. We'll see. 0 unique contributors, which makes sense. If there's no projects with commits in that history, then it should be 0. All right, let's see. Should we verify? Let's verify the results. Okay. This is all part of it. All right. So let's jump back to, we're going to jump back to GitHub. Okay. Let's see. This one may not have worked. We'll see. So they definitely have ones with active developers this year. Because you can see updated 2 days ago, 2 days ago. Because remember, this wasn't current. Maybe we could do that as a fail-safe too. Let's see. So if we go over to Insights, I just picked the first project. Okay, but this is January, right? So this one, you can see, yes, active developers, 21. There's one for this project, but only in January. Let me see. Sometimes it'll let me do this, and we can kind of manipulate this. Okay, so let's try to see if we can manipulate the dates here. 2023 is what we wanted. October 1st. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. Let's see. All right, let's see if. You see that? Oh, did it just go? Did it just shoot back? Let me see. Yeah, weird. The UI is doing something really weird here because obviously it has the dates that we want. But then if you look down here, it's just the same graph as what we saw from just January. See, and then when you click on it, it's only January. So this tells me this project didn't have any commits in that month. Let's go back and let's go back and let's check another one. All right, so we've got another one. Okay, contributors. Okay, this one's got something. Yeah, this is something. This is definitely not nothing. Here, let's try to. Yeah, this it's not working correctly. Because here we go. You're getting through. Here, let's even get it more precise here. So this is one I'm going to have to go back through and figure out. It's not pulling the data correctly here. Yeah, because you've got contributors right here. Look, and it's even in the range here. Let me see if I can try my. That was 2.0. Let me try something. Let's go back to. Let me check something really quick here, guys. Sorry, carry on in the comments. I'm trying to do some QA on my script to see if I did something wrong. Maybe I missed something because it obviously does have um, obviously have commits in their project, so it's just not working correctly. See if I can fix it. Okay, error handling. What was it? Manta. Let me verify the Git. The There we go. GitHub. That's what I want to see. Oh, there's a typo. I think I did a typo. Let's Let me see. Let's try. All right. All right. I think I found a syntax error in my code. Let me just make a change quick. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why, yeah, this might be boring. Because, like, literally, this is what I've been doing the last 6 weeks in my spare time. um, and it's painstaking, but that's okay. It's all part of it if it's valuable. All right, let's see. Let's give it another go. Let's see. Oh, I'm not sharing. Window. All right. It's running. You can see that right there. It should spit something back. Can't tell if it's been running longer since the last time. I think it's running longer. What do you guys think? Bobby, does it feel like it's running longer than it did last time? Might be finding something this time. And this is also another reason why you verify the code. It does? Okay. Yeah, it might be finding something this time. Whoa, that's not nothing. Let's see. Now, again, this is actually kind of a good experiment because you saw it run the first time and it found nothing, right? And so it's like, okay, you got to verify it. And we saw, no, there's definitely contributors here. So found a syntax error, reran it, and now it's not nothing. It's actually quite a bit. Look at that. Look at that. 11 active projects. Look at that. Number of unique contributors, 54. And look, it even gave us a list of the unique contributors. So that's the thing. That's the other thing too. What you guys don't see in the blockchain builders report is you just see a number, but I do my scripts in this way so that I can actually go in and now, like, okay, so we we kind of got both emotions going on here, right? We had, oh shoot, there's no active developers, this chain sucks, right? Oh no, sorry, that's not the high, that's the low. And now we got the opposite reaction where it's like, 54, that's not nothing. No, it's not a ton, but it's definitely what? That's got to be in the top 50% of coins we've looked at so far, right? So what do these developers do? Man, they do all sorts of things. I mean, and if you want, I mean, so what we'll do now is now we still need to verify this data to see if this is any better, right? And so I'm not going to be able to do this dual screen because I'm just not that, you know, this is my first YouTube live stream, okay? But what we can do then is like let's look for some of these developers. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dual screen this. Um, and I'll probably share with you guys the GitHub one. So we'll go back over to now. right? So now we're back over here, and we're going to say, um, so what do these developers do? I mean, if Ethereum is its own project, will you pick up devs working on the ETH code, or will also pick up layer two? That's a great question. So um, it would only pick up a layer two, right? So it's not going to pick up a layer two project unless that project was listed under the Ethereum organization. And it's important to note, like Manta. Okay, so Manta Network here, they are an organization, right? This is only they whoever is in control of the Manta organization, right? They're the only ones that can place projects or repositories under their organization. Okay, so other projects can apply to put them under, but a lot of times what you'll see instead is a lot of people will fork projects from repositories, and that's what you can see right here. So Manta, that's what this little fork trident icon is. You can see, so the Manta, the main repo for Manta blockchain nodes, that's been forked 115 times. Now, again, that doesn't mean that there's 115 orgs that are using the code and building on top of it. Just it's just a number, right? But you could go in and, I mean, GitHub does a really good job of keeping track of all that and linking it together. And you can kind of go down the rabbit hole as much as you want, but yeah, it's a good distinction to make, that mine my software only counts any active contributors that are under projects within the official organization. So, what up, G? G jumping in. Good to see you, man. Hey, I'm doing it. We said it last night. I'm going to do it. And tonight was the night. So, impromptu, no warning. Hey, we got 5 people tuning in. And if you're joining in, we just found out about Manta Network. Yeah, we did this live. Bobby can attest. Bobby and We the Bank, they were here and they saw it. Well, actually, sorry, we don't know if it worked yet. The first results we got were not good. Were 0. So then we went to the GitHub repository to verify. We saw it wasn't 0. So then we revisited the script, and I found a syntax error, fixed the syntax error. Now we got new data that says there's 54 active developers and what was it, 11 some projects. Yeah, I'll just switch over. I'll just switch over so you can see. Uh, oh, sorry. No, I don't want to. I don't want to Chrome tab. There we go. All right, here we go. There we go. So you can see we ran it. We ran it. Here you go. We ran it the first time, right? And it said big nothing burger. There are no active projects on the Manta network from the last quarter and no contributors. We said, oh, okay, that's pretty disappointing. Let's go over and check. And then we checked in the UI and saw, oh no, there's definitely developers. So we revisited the code, we tweaked the code, ran again. Okay. And this time, this was the second time we ran it. And look, we got not nothing. In fact, we've got Manta Network has 11 active projects as of Q4 2023. And they have 54 unique contributors. So we kind of got both ends of the spectrum. We got really low because we're like, oh man, maybe Manta Network sucks. Maybe it's a pump and dump scheme. Okay. And now we're on the other side where it's like, whoa, they got 54, which isn't, that's probably top 50% of the coins we've looked at so far, right? But now we also need to hold that enthusiasm, right? Because what you guys don't see in the blockchain builders report is we got some receipts here. Okay, so my script, it counts the number of active projects, it counts the number of only unique contributors in there, and then it lists them. But now we got to check it. We got to check our receipts. All right, so that's what we're doing. Welcome to the stream, everyone. All right, so all right, now we're heading back over to GitHub, where the code is, where the code lives. All right, and let's see if we can find some of these developers. So what was the one? Put it in the chat. What was the one we looked at earlier that had developers? Was it Manta? Was it which one of these projects? Maybe Bobby was paying attention. If not, I'm putting him on the spot. Bobby, are we the bank? Marvin was here too, I think. Was it Manta? Okay, that's what I thought. All right, let's go back into Manta because that one did have developers we saw in the UI. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. This one had a ton. All right. So let's see. We got let's see. Now again, we don't care about all of them. Okay. We just care about, our last quarter here, right? And then here we can go in and do our little witchcraft in the URL and make it very precise. So we want it from October 1st through the end of the year. That'll make it all, for the data that we want. Okay. And so now it's giving us these developers here. Let's do some comparison here. Feral Code. Feral Code. Let's see. All right. Well, I'll do this live with you. Sorry, this is going to be very painful. But I want to show you in real time. All right. So Feral Code was the first one. Okay. And it lists the contributors alphabetical. So let's see. It lists them alphabetical. Why is there an F? It goes E, F, G, F. Oh, weird. That goes alphabetical, but then it resets. Oh, there he is. Boom. My script found him. All right, that's one. We won't do this for all of them. I know that's boring. I'll do them for all later. Oh, uppercase and lowercase. Bro, you're right. Bobby, I love you, man. Thank you for that. All right, let's do another one. Well, here, let's go back to the repository. Okay, I think that's the easy way to do it, and we'll do it for a couple more, and then we'll do another script for another blockchain. Okay, because I don't need you guys. It's probably pretty boring to go line by line and vet them all. I understand that. So let's go back to the GitHub. Just six. Just six on this one repository. But again, this is only one project under Manta, right? Manta had 11 active projects. Okay. So just six under one project. Okay. Let's look at another one. This one. Jaws. You guys remember that. Okay. Whatever that guy's name is, or gal, or looks like a giant orange. Okay. Gonzalo. Let's go back over. Guzzlazla. Do we see him? There's a G. Hey! Found him. He's there. Or she's there. Or they're there. 2 for 2. Should we do one more? If you're bored with this, we can move on to the next script. You guys got to let me know, though. There's like 5 of you now. So you guys got to give me some feedback. Should I verify one more developer? Should I keep doing? How many active developers the SEC of Gary Gensler have? Not enough. G is the answer. The problem with the SEC is even if they had source code, it wouldn't be open source. Oh, man. Bet you didn't know I had the jokes, too. I'm digging the pace. Awesome. All right, let's do one more, okay? Before we jump blockchain and do another one, right? Because, man, Manta Network, that's 54. That's not nothing, but I want to get to the next one. All right. So let's do share. Oh, crap, I keep hitting the wrong button. Gee, you're like an expert at this. This is my first live stream, and I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. All right. Xiao Lu 86. Apologize in advance for butchering your name. Xiao 86. Let's find you. Did my script find you? Xiao Lu 86. Right there. Manta's something to do with airdrops. Oh, is that right? I stopped paying attention to airdrops. I'll be honest. I was the guy on with the XRP. You guys remember a couple of years ago, the XRP trust lines, like There's like a new trust line every day. Just you had to set in your wallet and you got all these coins. I've got like 36 of these coins in my wallet and none of them are worth anything. And I'm pretty sure all of them are dead, right? And so I think because of that, I just yeah, airdrops. I mean, don't get me wrong, I got the flare drop, but I'm kind of immune to them right now. And maybe that's my loss in the future when one of them goes to the moon. But yeah, geez, you stopped with the airdrops too. All right. So, hey, got some more validation, but that's how it works. Let's do another script. Should we do another script? All right. Let's do what's the all right. So, we'll stay here. Um give me a second here. We are going to uh what's our next one? What's our next one, friends? Oh, we got to that's right. We got to start this process right from the very beginning because we got new people. So, window. Let's go here. All right. So, blockchain builders report back end where the data is stored, friends. For those of you that are tuning in late, preview of what's coming in Q1. That's history data on all the major chains from the blockchain builder report from Q4 all the way back to you got it Q1 2020. I'm running my script backwards. Trend lines, friends. Trend lines. Anyway, sorry. But we're going down. We're going down, friends, because as you can see, oh, good. I should verify that it actually posted it, that my script actually posted it where it was supposed to. And it did, right? We said, hey, post it in cell Q117, and it did. Because I have had it overwrite a previous entry, and then that's frustrating. It's not super frustrating because I can just go and rerun the old script to get it back, get the data back. Anyway, all right, our next coin, Ronin. I don't know anything about Ronin. All right, so we go over to Coin Market Cap. What do you know about Ronin? Ronin. G probably knows something about Ronin. G knows things about all the coins that I know nothing about. G is dropping coins that I'm like looking up after his streams. Ronin. All right. It's not looking good, friends. Bobby, are we the bank? You want to say tell the folks who just got here why this isn't looking good? What do we need? What is the thing we need for our software to work? Anyone can share this too. We need the code. We need the code. GitHub. Ding 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 ding. Open source. Bobby wins. And let's just do a comparison. Manta, right? The one we just did. It has a GitHub link to their source code. What is Ronin missing? Now, maybe it's mislinked. Let's check out their website. Cool. Can do a quick search for develop because I ain't got no time. Seamless and build on Ronin. Probably the big blue button in front of me, huh? Oh no. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I don't need all the GUIs. No, that's a trap. I just want your GitHub. I just want your source code. Ronin. All right, let's do the good old Google. Ooh, maybe. I don't think that's it. Axie Infinity. Wait, is Ronin on Axie Infinity? Is it a layer 2 on Axie Infinity? It's under the Axie Infinity org. I don't know anything about this coin. You guys got to help me out. It's a trap. Go Ronin, official Golang execution layer of the Ronin protocol. It is a fork of Go Ethereum. Huh. Interesting. But is this the one I'm looking for? I don't know if this is the right one because you look at I don't even like it's so hard to see that logo there. But when you go back to that's not the logo. So you guys think it's just about running code. Actually, I don't think any of you think that. I don't know why I said that. Let's go to their Twitter. Hey, they're relatively new. Nerdy's following them. Shout out Nerdy. Get Nerdy in here. It's a gaming blockchain speculative swing layer 2. Okay. Yeah, and if they have code, I don't think this is the Ronin. This is not the Ronin we're looking for. I need to find the Ronin we're looking for. That's what network information chain explorers. I've never gotten this to work. The Ronin blockchain. Nope. This isn't going to help me. Nope. This is not going to help me. Docs? Sometimes it's in here. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Developer docs. Oh, we're getting somewhere. I asked ChatGPT, but it's having trouble too. I'm telling you, man. ChatGPT, it's not quite ready for prime time. It's JV at best right now, which is not nothing. I'm not saying it's not nothing, but Axie. Okay, so it's this is something on Axie, right? Sky Mavis, Ronin overview, developer tools, webhook community. Come on, I just want your code. Oh, guys. Might have to punt on this one for right now. Sorry. This is really hard. I feel like they've got to have public code. I feel like we're really close. Smart contracts? Maybe. All right, guys, we're going to have to skip this one for right now because this is boring. Okay. I'm bored. It's going to take me more time to find if there's code here. So just for that, Ronin, sorry. Any Ronin fan people out there, you're going to have to wait for the blockchain builder report. All right. We're moving on though. Fetch AI. All right. So same thing. Oh, let me get rid of all these tabs here. Too many tabs. Oh man, I already forgot. Fetch AI. I've heard of this one. Speaking of Fetch AI. Speaking of ChatGPT. Haha. Hey friends, look. This is how it's supposed to look. ChatGPT found Axie Infinity Ronin. I appreciate that, Bobby. The thing that's so confusing me is the logos don't match. And I know that's such a small thing, but I don't know. We'll move on. I'll have to circle back. But look, guys, look, we have a GitHub. Now, is it the right GitHub? We'll find out. We got to verify, right? Trust, but verify. Okay. They're verified according to GitHub, which is usually pretty legit. I've used GitHub for a while. That's pretty legit. But let's see if we can get there in a roundabout way too. Okay. Let's go to their website. Developers. Do 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 do. Okay, you got a fancy. No, I don't. Oh shoot, I bookmarked it. Develop. Ooh, developers. GitHub. Hey, we're happy to help. Aha! Oh, let's see. Oh, pfft. Oh, but look. But see. This is why we verify always. We're on the official site. This is like we know building loans. We have technical staff to handle your questions. They have a link on their official website to another GitHub to a particular project. But look, the org, it is within the organization that we got from CoinMarketCap. Same one. Okay. So we know we can have pretty high confidence, right? That this is the right repository. Okay. The right org. Okay. 69 projects, that's not nothing. Okay. That's not nothing. Some of these have 4 projects or 2. Okay. I don't know if I've ever seen one that like most of them have like at least 2, but you can come down and see. Hey, they have at least 1, 2. Well, sorry, these ones are just updated recently, but you can see, look, these were updated in November. Okay, no idea how much activity. Let's just pop one open. One, again, this is one project under the organization, contributors. Okay, 2019. You can go through 2023. Okay, so you can see this project, a lot of active development early in its, installment. Not so much. Not so much here. But again, this is one project of 69. Let's amend the script and let's get it running. So we need, that's what we need. We need the org name. Okay. And I forget what is our cell we need to pop it into. We skipped one, right? We're skipping Ronin. Q119 is what we've got to do. Q119. All right. Oh man, I'm so clumsy with this. All right, so now we're going to share back over to our IDE. Oh, Chrome tab. Nope. There we go. Share. We are going to create a new file. Fetch AI builders. Oh, I've been calling it 2.0. I didn't call Manta Network 2.0 because this is the second iteration of my script. Oh well, we'll do it here. Python. Yeah, we'll save it in the same directory. Okay, and then let me see here. We've got our Manta Network script here. I'm going to paste that in because we got that one to work last time. And again, I have about 4 different iterations of the script. It doesn't always work the first time. That's okay. But if it doesn't work, like we saw with Manta, we can try other iterations too. Okay. All right. So let's see. We said 117, right? Sorry, my brain is just so confuddled right now. Did we say 117? No, we said 119. 119. Sorry, this is the time where I'm kind of boring because I got to concentrate a little bit. 117. 119. Okay. All right. And then did we get fetch AI? Yep, fetch AI is in there. We had to change that. And now let's make sure our dates. Okay, so we only want data from October 1st, year of our Lord 2023 through the end of the year. And we are going to save it. Oh man, I gotta let me see here. There we go. All right, sorry. All right, we'll see if it works. Doesn't always work the first time. And then we got to verify, right? That's what we do here. Clear. Let's run our API checker. Ah, we reset. Huzzah, huzzah. 5,000 API calls. Okay. Not that that's going to matter. I doubt it's going to matter for fetch, but let's try it. All right. Did I save this? Sorry, I'm getting a little ADD here. Python. All right. There we go. All right. So we'll click run. We'll see if it works. It's running. Yeah, what are you guys saying? Thirsting for code always, G. I'm always thirsting for code. If you can't find it, Apex, no other. Hey, that's very true, right? Open source blockchains, right? They're in a developer war. Don't make your code hard to find. And if you're making your code hard to find, I have other questions for you. And I'm probably not interested in your project. Okay. That's just me though. Okay. I'm not saying like again, there are projects that are probably in stealth, right? And they and there could be private projects under these repositories that we just can't see. We don't have access to the data to. But it doesn't mean it's a bad project, just means we can't do anything with it if we're in the dark, right? But anyway. All right, what did we get? We didn't get nothing. 7 active projects, 11 unique contributors. And then again, because I bring the receipts, or built my program to bring the receipts, right? It prints out what the developers are so we can verify it. So, all right, so now what we got to do is we got to verify it again, right? So we got results. Let's see. Again, we won't go through all of these because it's getting late and I got work in the morning. This has been real, but we're over an hour. We'll probably stop here, but let's verify and let's hopefully end. Come on, software, don't fail me now. Let's see. So we're going to, let's go over to, oh, sorry. Let's look for, I don't know, we can pick any of them. Kati. Okay, so there should be an active developer, Kati. Now it says there's only 7 active projects. And if you remember, what they had a lot, I thought, right? Let's see. I felt like Fetch had a lot of active or a lot of repositories. Okay, so 69, but what was the data? Only 7 were active in the last quarter. Okay, so let's see if we can find Kati, Qati. Okay, might be a little bit finding a needle in the haystack, but let's see. Type, I think you can sort by last updated. So in theory, let's try Fetch Wallet. Let's just go from the top, right? Insights, contributors. We'll just try to do this a little bit quicker here. Okay. Well, here, we could also do it this way. So October 5, here, let's be precise. I like to be precise. Let's get the dates exact. Okay. So we'll reload it for our time span. Do we have an agent dominatrix? People, I don't know why people pick these names. Like, really? Like, you're a developer. Like, and if you're developing on a blockchain or whatever, like, how are you ever going to get a job like as agent dominatrix? I don't know. Anyway, let's see if we can find some of these guys, right, for this one project. Let's go back over, back to our, no. What? Where's my program? Oh, that's why, because I minimized it. Hey! We found the dominatrix. I'm not sure I was ever looking for one, personally, but we found them. I forget what were the other ones? SH Wallet was one, right? That was one, I think. Sorry, I can't remember all this. I've got a really short attention span. I think this was one. Abbas Ali Lakanwala. and Shh Wallet. I think those were the other ones. Let's see. Let's just go back over. I'll get better at this, guys. I promise. Hey, look. I found Shh Wallet. I found Abibalas Alaquala. They're there. And that's just one project. So you might say, again, if you're just jumping in, you're like, hey, but this one only has 3 and your script found 11. Well, they'd be in the other projects, right? It's going through all of the projects, all of the branches, and it's counting anyone, only the active developers, only the ones that have commit. And the reason why that's important is you can see, like, look at this whole history, right? There's a trend here, right? There's an obvious trend. If you all this, you'd be like, wow, look at all these developers, right? Look at all these, like, this one project has all these developers. Yeah, but look at when they were committing. Like, look at, like, in this particular project, look, this guy had 2 Thunini, right? Very active for in 2022. Okay, it's not relevant anymore. Sorry, it's not relative to the active development of the Fetch wallet on Fetch AI. So, anyway, that's it. That's building the blockchain builders report, guys. You got a firsthand look, man, and so thankful there's 6 of you. Wow. And I think like Bobby was the first one in. We the bank is still here. So this was not boring. Okay, be honest. Put it in the chat. Was this boring? Is this interesting? This a one and done thing? Like, would you like to see me do this for multiple chains? I'll be honest, guys. This is kind of fun, but you guys really slow me down. I love you guys, but it's really like because I can kind of get in the zone, right? And you can imagine, like, without having to explain it and go through screens and stuff, I can do this a lot quicker. But it is a little interesting. I mean, this is the most fun I've had doing this so far, having 6 people jump in. So this is interesting. I need this in my life. Appreciate the love, G. Appreciate it. Oh, what up, Crypto OG? When did you get here? All right, and G, you've got to help. You got to tell me how to blue crew people. Can I do that? Oh, I just do. Oh, I just hit the menu button. All right, we're mounting up already. Uh, yeah. All right, we're mounting up right now. I'm surprised we didn't get any spam chat people in here yet. All right. We're blue crewing up right now. Where are we at? Bobby, coming your way. Bank, you stuck around? I'm gonna need some blue crew. I got a feeling. Crypto OG, I know you just got here like 5 minutes ago. No, I'm just kidding. Like, you've been here a little bit, but I don't always look at the chat. That's my problem. I don't always look at the chat. But yep, there we go. There we go. Oh, the blue wrenches. I already feel safer because if the bots came, I don't even, I'd probably figure it out, right? But yeah, that's interesting. Did I miss anyone? I got 4 of you. There's 2 more people. I don't think they're in the chat though. Did I miss someone? Blue crew spinning like a virus. No, we're the cure, Bobby. We're the cure to the disease. Because you need those blue wrenches in the chat. Yeah, man. All right. Hey, this was a lot of fun. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Um, man, I don't know what the streams will look like going forward, but oh, Marvin, dude, Marvin, I apologize, dude. You were like the second one in here. Yeah, you definitely get Blue Crew. Definitely. Maybe I should hang out for a little. Let me ask that. Do you guys have any questions? Because I want to make sure to get all the Blue Crew people that tuned in for my first stream. You guys got any questions? Any feedback? I don't know if any of you are tech people or in tech. If you have any feedback, I'd love it. Does anything seem flawed? I mean, so I think it was Bobby. You brought up a good point about the quality of commits. That's a really hard thing to gauge. I wish there was a way to get more quality of commits, um, but it's so hard to parse. It's so hard to like who is the arbiter of the quality of commits? I would argue that having active developers for a longer period of time shows longevity and shows that you're a quality developer. So I would say in aggregate, the way that I'm thinking about my software is if we can see over time the progression of developers on these blockchains, even if because it's just like any company, right? People are going to leave, they're going to jump chains, they're going to move to different orgs. That's always going to happen. That's just life. But in aggregate, if you can see the trend of developers growing or contracting or staying stagnant, I think that tells a very unique story. And I think it does speak overall to the health of the ecosystem, right? And again, it doesn't mean that any of them like because there'll be new chains that launch that only start with a handful of developers, right? It doesn't mean that it's a bad project. It just means like I'm compelled to tell the story over time, and that's what I'm hoping my report does, is to tell that narrative. But uh, yeah, so what you experienced getting surprised in real time, and we didn't really have any. We didn't really have any. What was it? Bangers, I would say. I mean, Manta, I guess, had 54, right? Is that right? I got to go back and look. Oh, I cleared my cache. Oh, but I've got it in my spreadsheet. Yeah, Manta had 54. I mean, I didn't know a lot about Manta, but like again, that's not nothing. But like that surprise that you get, like that's what I feel when I run these programs, when I write these programs and run them. And the hard thing is you kind of have to be balanced because as you kind of saw through my processes, you have to be able to validate the data too to make sure that it's actually working. And I'm glad that our first run with Manta didn't work because that's really about what you saw with Fetch AI, and it appears to be working. Now again, after off stream, I'll validate the data. Like I'll go through and actually check that the rest of the developers are there because it was small enough. There's only 11, right? And there was like 7 active projects. It's pretty easy for me to validate that. Um, like that's what I feel, and I don't know, feels a little euphoric, a little bit, or a little disappointing too. I guess we're gonna get some pretty good chains here. So like if you go to like let's see what's coming up. Casper, Casper. I haven't done Casper yet. Oh, dude, is Casper's open source, right? It better be. I'm gonna be so mad if it's not. I hold Casper, not financial advice. Oh, 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 guys, I want to do it right now. Oh, I want to do it right now. Oh my goodness. Oh, I want to do Casper right now. I can't. I've got work in the morning. I gotta go to bed, guys. Gotta go to bed. This is looking really healthy. I mean, at first glance, I don't know. You've got 57 projects under the official org, and Casper's still like what? What's its market cap? 400. Okay, 400 million. It's higher than I thought. But there's a lot to love about Casper. Again, just let's look at the markets. Two. Okay, markets aren't as liquid as I would hope for half a billion in market cap. I mean, it's not they're not terrible. Don't get me wrong. Some of these markets, like for some of these coins, nobody ever nobody ever clicks the markets tab. When people go to coin market cap, they look at the price, they look at the circulating supply, they look at maybe the price over time, which is pretty depressing if you look at Casper, but that doesn't tell the whole story. Nobody ever goes to the markets to see how liquid their coin is. because in times of high volatility, either one way or another, if you're going to sell or you're going to buy, um, really when you need to sell, right? That's the concern is how many markets do you have access to do that for your coins, right? Oh, Casper, want to do Casper. We can do Casper though because their code is public. That's awesome. We'll do that. Maybe I got to save that one for a stream, right? What else we got coming up? I'm just looking at other ones. I don't know a lot of these, to be honest. I don't hold any of these. Zilliqua, Zilliqua, I've heard good things about. I've seen them all over CT over the years, but man, they've really dropped in market cap, which again doesn't mean anything. Market cap is Fugazi, right? But I just haven't dug into it. That'd be a fun one to dig into. Cello or CeeLo, I've heard that. BAT, basic attention token. Kusama, I've heard. Man, there's some good ones coming up. Holo, Dash has really fallen too in market cap, way down this list. But and look right there, that's the homage to G right there. 2 coins, Proxima X, and Quorium. Just added them. Yeah, I got to figure out a way to manage this a little bit better because I'm going to start forgetting what coins I'm putting in the coins manually into my spreadsheet from CoinMarketCap. But at 181, I'm starting to lose track. I got to find a way to incorporate their API and create a script that can just pull, that can scan my spreadsheet, look for the coins that aren't there, and drop them in. I wonder what the Richard Hart he does. His is Hex, right? Isn't Richard Hart Hex? Anyone ever get a postcard from Hex? I got a letter in the mail from Hex about their pre-sale. I have no idea how they found me. They got a list from somewhere. Would not be surprised because I was a part of the some data leaks with some crypto exchanges, and I would not be surprised if like he got it from that. Or sorry, not he, but they got that list from somewhere. I'm so proud of XPX having 8. Yeah. I mean, for how low it is in market cap, right? I mean, it's still such an unknown relative to the other ones. I mean, and let's be honest, all of these are unknown to the general populace other than Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? There's probably going to be a project outside the top 200. Dude, if I find it, I'm just live streaming right away and I'm sharing it with you guys. 100%. If there's like a gem where it's like an extreme outlier where it's like, dude, they've got 200 devs and they're at like number 800 on the list, like we're live streaming. You better believe. Oh, that's what I was going to look up. Hex. Yeah. And by the way, if any of these are your favorite coins, like and your coins have low developers, again, it's not a slight on I'm not making any judgments on any coins. I'm just reporting the data. So, oh, Pulse Chain, right? That's Richard. People are making the private developer argument. Yeah. Isn't this Richard Hart? This is his, right? That's always so funny reading these comments. I'm bullish on Hex. Probably bots posting these things anyway. I don't know. Is their code public? They're not even on. Uh-oh. What we don't like to see. What we don't like to see. No. Get? How about developers? I don't see it. Developers. Way down here. Oh, you guys can't see it. Sorry. I can't scroll down lower. Can I move? Oh, I can't move. I don't know how to move my screen. It's here. Let me click the developers link on our Telegram. Oh, it is Richard Hart. Yeah, I picked him right? Uh, is currently looking for developers to hire. Okay, let me see your code. Hex code is public. Hex is verified code. That's kind of a bait and switch, right? Y'all read that? Hex's code is public. It can be read and verified by anyone. But it brings you to the smart contract on Etherscan. All right. What is this called? There's like two of them though, right? It's like, which one we click on? Hex Pulse Chain. Let's just try that. Let's just try Hex Pulse Chain GitHub. I don't know why we're going down this rabbit hole. Pulse Chain. Look. Oh, that's GitLab. Oh, interesting. I haven't seen too many GitLab ones. Code. Activity. Let's go into. Okay. Pushed members. Let's see how many members are in here. There's 5. Okay. Last activity. All this year. One of them being Richard Hart. I'd have to dig into this a little bit more. I've never seen a GitLab one. I wonder if they have a mirror on Git. Oh, yeah, that's what I should have done. They have a mirror on. No, that is GitLab. Well, I'll have to dig into it further. We're not doing pulse chain tonight anyway. So, but it looks like they do have code. So, anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. I got to hit the hay, and you probably all need to go to bed too. So, thanks for tuning in. Uh, yeah, let me know. Drop a comment after the video if I should do this again or if it was terrible. But you guys all have a good night. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, do your own research. This is Apex Crypto out.